And welcome to Coaster Gents. Today I'm going to be discussing the next decade at Alton Towers, so let's get into it. So before I talk about the next decade at Alton Towers, we need to understand the last decade at Alton Towers and the pattern they were going with. So in 2010 we had 13, which was a secret weapon, a roller coaster if you don't know what that means. Then in 2011 we did have nothing like to talk about, but there were little additions and little re-themes. Then in 2012 we had a large scale investment, which is a dart ride or like a hotel. Then in 2013 we had a secret weapon, which is Smiler. Then in 2014 a re-theme. So the pattern, as you can see here, is secret weapon, minor addition or re-theme, large scale investment. So the pattern continues in 2015. So we've just had a re-theme, and then we have another large scale investment, Enchanted Village. Then in 2016, yes, to the theme park community it was just a re-theme, but to Alton Towers they were advertising it as their new roller coaster, so that still fits in with the pattern. Then it was a large scale investment, and because Galactica actually wasn't a new coaster, that's why we then got Wicker Man in 2018. But obviously the pattern continues: secret weapon, minor addition and re-theme, which was the Alton Towers dungeon. And then in 2020, large scale investment, which was Gangster Granny. But due to COVID-19, in 2020 we have nothing. This would have been the large scale investment, so following Alton Towers pattern again, but due to COVID-19, Alton Towers are basically just skipping a year. But the things that we are going to have this year, it's 40th birthday for Alton Towers, Oktoberfest, Bugby Go Round and Coca-Cola Freestyle. But let's leave this year out the pattern really, because it just doesn't fit in. So then in 2021 we will have the World of David Walliams, which should have been open for this year, but it will follow the pattern. If we take away 2020 completely, this is still following the pattern. So in 2021...
You are cordially invited to the Crown Jewels Tour at Alton Towers Resort, featuring the most expensive jewels in the whole world. But no touching. We don't want any trouble from the feds. Yours sincerely, Queenie. Mwah.
There'll be Gangster Granny the Ride. Now this is a dark ride system in the old Wobble World building. It looks actually really good. I can't wait to get on it next year. You're basically going on this journey with Granny and Ben to steal the crown jewels, but you probably already know this, I'm just recapping it. Then we'll also have the Royal Carousel, which is just a re-theme from Galapagos Carousel. But it does look good, as you can see in the pictures here, with like the diamonds and stuff around the edges to simulate the Gangster Granny. And then Raji's Bouncy Bottom Burp, which is just a frog hopper but re-themed. So now into 2022, this is where my predictions start really. So in 2022, either a thrill flat ride, because they've only got Enterprise, they took away Submission, they took away Ripsaw. So basically they've only got Enterprise. They've got some family flat rides, but that's about it. So I think, or it will either be the David Walliams Phase 2. So what locations would be good for the Thrill Flat Ride? So as you can see here, the old site of Ripsaw in Forbidden Valley, or the old Submission site in X Sector, because X Sector hasn't had anything new in years. Forbidden Valley, it was only 2016 when they got something new, but both of them really need something, and the Dark Forest. So as you can see here on the image I'm showing you, this would be a really good spot for a flat ride, because it used to have a flat ride on it when it was Ugland. So what type of flat ride do I think it'll be? Either a Hush Top Spin. Yes, they did remove it, and they've removed the one at Chessington, but I think it's really good for the thrill seekers, and it went really well, Ripsaw did, for Alton Towers, and a lot of people miss it, so they could bring one back. So what is phase 2 for David Walliams? So phase 2 would be the old Ice Age building, the theatre building, and a re-theme of Cuckoo Car's driving school. Like they could turn it into Bad Dad, and in the theatre they could put like a show, or I don't know, they could just be really creative, put it with it like a little junior coaster or something like they have at European parks. So into 2023. Now in 2022, Alton Towers will have started construction for their brand new coaster, which will be Secret Weapon 9. So in 2023, I think that Alton Towers will have Secret Weapon 9. Now I have already done a video on this where I talk about where it will be located, what type of ride it will be, what the theme will be, and much more. You can watch that video in the top right corner now, and also at the end it will be in the end screen and it will be in the description below. I'd really recommend checking out this video because I go into a lot of detail of what I think Secret Weapon 9 will be, and I don't just say like I think it'll go here, I'll say I think it'll go here because of this and this. So into 2024 now. So following the pattern, I think 2024 will be a re-theme. I think Spinball Wizard will be re-themed, or Jewel. So CBeebies Land is creeping very close to Spinball Wizard. So I think Spinball Wizard will either become part of CBeebies Land or completely got rid of. I'm more leaning towards it'll be re-themed to something to do with CBeebies, because Adventureland, which is just Spinball Wizard now. So Jewel the Haunted House strikes back. Now I absolutely love this, and I don't think it'll be re-themed, like a different theme, but I think it'll get rid of the guns, it'll be turned into a proper good dark ride like it was when it was the Haunted House. So no guns, just really like eerie, and just one of the best dark rides in Europe really. Like imagine if they turn it to a trackless dark ride or something, that would be really good. But I just do think they'll do it up, and that would probably class as the re-theme, and they might even change the name. So in 2025 will be the large scale investment. Now, like I said before, it won't be a hotel, but I'm guessing it'll probably be a new dark ride. Now, as you can see in the two images here, I think it'll go in the Nemesis Subterra / Project 42 building, because by 2025, Project 42 will be no more, because they shouldn't be running for that long. Project 42 has already been running 2 years, but it needs something in that building, and if they haven't done anything with it before then, 2025 I think will definitely be a new dark ride. So what dark ride do I think it'll be? Honestly, I haven't got a clue, because I think it's quite a small building. That's why they only did the drop towers. But I suppose they could bring the drop towers back, or they could do a simulator ride. That would be good, because they only really do that in the States. So imagine Alton Towers with a simulator ride. So that's the end of part 1, and part 2 will be coming soon. So if you did like it, make sure to subscribe. Once you've subscribed, make sure you click that notification bell so you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. And follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram and TikTok, and we'll see you in part 2. So see you soon. That's a wrap.